Now we set up the story that we'll throw the spotlight on. First up here on the right stand, it's that big betting scam. A lavish 200 crore plus wedding that unearthed a 5,000 crore flash scam. But more importantly, it's got more than 15 stars and celebs on the radar of the Enforcement Directorate. Well, it's a tale of two men, a betting app and a 5,000 crore scam. The case that started with a lavish 250 crore wedding in Dubai has now turned into a scandal with several Bollywood actors and celebrities receiving summons from the Enforcement Directorate in the entire money laundering probe. After Ranbir Kapoor, the latest to be summoned are comedian Kapil Sharma, actor Huma Qureshi, Shraddha Kapoor and Hina Khan. Sources in the Enforcement Directorate have told CNN News18 that nearly 15 celebrities beyond the realm of just the film world are under the scanner for either attending a decadent wedding of Saurabh Chandrakar in Dubai earlier this February or for discreetly promoting the betting app and products linked to it. Now we break down this entire murky web, how this nexus worked and how they looted, cheated people to live a lavish and luxurious life, and whether or not there are nexus or perhaps collaborations with other dubious entities. That's also part of this entire investigation. But we'll break down how did they do it? How did they take proper legal money via UPI and various platforms and turn it around and funnel it out of the country via Hawala? First, let's tell you why the Enforcement Directorate has summoned some of the big names in the film industry. The ED is actually suspecting that payment to these celebrities has been made in exchange for promoting, the app, has been in cash, or to be even present at that wedding, has all been in cash. The agency wants to ascertain the mode of payment and find out if these proceeds of the alleged money laundering operations. However, none of the celebrities appeared before the Enforcement Directorate or answered the first summons. Ranbir Kapoor has sought 2 weeks' time. Kapil Sharma, who is currently abroad shooting, has also sought for some more time. Huma Qureshi, due to personal reasons, has sought time from the agency. Shraddha Kapoor, so far there's been no communication from the actor altogether. Hina Khan too has sought time from the probe agencies. Now let's tell you how the promoters of these apps worked and this entire network, how did they construct it? Now, UAE, that's the first destination. As per the Enforcement Directorate, this is said to be the Mahadev betting app's central head office. Chhattisgarh, as per the ED, the two men who hail from Bhilai in Chhattisgarh allegedly funneled Hawala money via this state. They also fled from here after losing money in the local betting racket. Mumbai, Pune, Raipur, Bhopal, Kolkata. These are the locations in Bharat where the app's panel operators actually worked. Then you have international locations like Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, or the other places where the betting app was active. Now, the IDs are generally created on multiple websites, and some of the website names are www.laser247.com, laserbook247.com, betbhai.com, betbook247.com, and of course www.tigerexchange247.com, www.cricketbet9.com. Now, these are all the websites which have been named poker, dragon tiger, teen patti, cricket. These were the games that were bet on. The betting app invites players to play these games, and also there is tennis, football, virtual cricket too. That's added. The Enforcement Directorate source further reveals to News18 that the Mahadev app was allegedly using the online book betting application to enroll new users, create IDs and launder money through a layered web of Benami bank accounts. Now here's how this entire scam worked. Fool, quote-unquote, users, games that's what they did. How the scam worked. Rig the games to give initial profits so that you lure them in, you bait them. Panel owners will not lose money, and despite initial profits to the user, ultimately they are likely to lose money. In the long run, panel owners actually make money. Hide the money trail. Open fraudulent bank accounts that are either opened fraudulently or are loaned for commission. Weekly sheets are shared with the panel owners by the head office, which contains statistics of all bets, total profit or loss. Huge number of bank accounts were formed in the name of unsuspecting people that were opened by promoters and panel operators. Bank accounts were opened in Chhattisgarh. Also, the next step, evade the law. Change the bank accounts and WhatsApp numbers frequently. And then even if FIRs are registered, normally only the small level punters or panel operators are arrested, and these are bailable offences. Their main accused sitting abroad are out of reach of the Indian law enforcement agencies. So how did the company go undetected for so long? That's a question that befuddles everybody, and it is top of mind, ladies and gentlemen. The Mahadev book maintains various websites where IDs are created, and then they provide a contact number over the website. This number can only be contacted over WhatsApp. They operate a number of closed groups on chat applications. The third ploy is WhatsApp users. WhatsApp was used largely for calls and messages, so the encryption came into their advantage. WhatsApp was also used so that agencies cannot track call details unless they seek permission, and which is a long process, so it made it difficult to access the CDRs. So this was the entire modus operandi of these two people, who we are given to understand started from very humble beginnings in Chhattisgarh and then fled to Dubai when they lost money in the betting racket there and also defrauded banks. They set up a fruit and a small business there in Dubai, which was used to raise initial capital again to get back into the betting game. A scam which is more than about 5,000 crores. Let's go across to Jiten Jain, cyber expert, and Khushbu Jain, Supreme Court advocate, joining us this evening. Namaste and Jai Hind to the lady and the gentleman. Thank you very, very much. My first question, Khushbu. Generally they say celebs are, low-hanging fruits. Just to create a hype around it, you just name the celebs. But is there illegality in a celebrity taking money in cash, even if it is dodgy money?
See, we have to go a little more deeper, because here you're talking about proceeds of crime. And when you talk about anything criminal, knowledge plays a very important role. So if they have a knowledge about these things, that when you're promoting an app, and there has been a guideline being issued earlier as well, when you're promoting something, you're taking money, whether you are aware that that money is coming, one, from an illegal source, second, that whatever you're promoting itself is illegal in your country, in your jurisdiction, and still you're promoting, that means you're party to the crime. And then any money involved or any act involved in that manner has to be looked into. One. Second aspect, I absolutely agree with you that low-hanging fruit aspect, but you also have to see that these are the celebrities which are being utilized or which are being the face of the app, and they bring credibility to these apps. Hence, their answer becomes most.
See, as a lawyer, let me ask you. Let me just ask you this. If a celebrity is given to understand, we are a gaming platform. So all we are asking you is to promote the gaming platform. But here's our condition. We can only pay you in cash. Or somebody says, I'm doing a massive wedding, I'm flush with cash. You come and perform at my wedding. The actor or the actress or the celebrity, whoever is there to attend, I will charge a certain fee, running into crores or however it is. The person says, I can pay you this money, but I'll pay it to you in cash, and I'll pay you in Dubai. I will not pay you in Mumbai. I'll pay you in Dubai. Or I will reach the money to you, but it will be in cash. Is the illegality in taking this money in cash, or is the illegality committed by the celebrity if they do not declare this income and pay the necessary panel penalty on it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was coming on that whether you declare that money, you can take it in cash, but whether you have accounted that in your books is the question that should come in. Because if you're not doing that, you're as equal as you, me, or any other person who takes the money in cash and quietly do not pay any taxes and utilize that. That itself is a crime. So all of us, including celebrities, are at the same pedestal over here when it comes to non-declaring of money which you receive either in cash or in any other manner in any other country. But if you are in India, you have to declare your money. If you don't declare it in that specific time, that's an illegal to be considered as illegal aspect.
But because this aspect of whether or not the person declared, that's where the criminality can be proven. Whether or not the
Absolutely,
people knew that this was ill-gotten money, these are proceeds of an illegal job, there is plausible deniability as a clause.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's where the summons comes. Just by issue of the summons, you cannot say that the all these celebrities are guilty of something. These are just the preliminary stage where summons have been issued, so that they can come to a conclusion whether, one, their involvement, second, whether they have declared or not, whether they were aware about any illegality performed by these platforms, either by endorsing it or either by going at the if they're going at performing at in some event. That's absolutely their job, which has been done. But whether that money has been declared or not, that's where I think the summon has been issued, and all of these celebrities can be given as much as the time for them to provide with evidences and questions and reply, and that's where I think we can discuss whether they're involved. So putting them as criminal right now or suspects to the criminal is premature.
Jiten Jain, for 4.5 to 5 years, they ran this racket. Is it so easy to game the system itself?
In India, yes, because we allow our system to be gamed because of lack of action, or I could say, lack of indifference or lack of knowledge. But the point here is, see, it's not a 5,000 crore scam. See, 200 crore revenue every day. 10,000 crore is the total sale, 2,000 crore is the profit. Now that means 70,000 to 80,000 crores of profit every year, and I think lakhs and lakhs of crores of revenue. So it's not 5,000 crore. 5,000 crore is what they may have transferred from Hawala from India to somewhere. But overall scam is in lakhs of crores. And let me tell you, this is, I think, Anand, the total revenue of these other digital sector sites which are operating in India legally by calling themselves Game of Skill, like, Dream 11 and all, their revenue is not even 2% of the entire ecosystem, 98%, because these people were charging GST and all. Now 98% revenue has always been going to this online other gaming sites, betting sites, and all of them have created headquarters outside India, open call centers in Bulgaria and other random countries, hired hundreds and thousands of people from states like Bihar, Tamil Nadu, who are calling in regional languages. So it's hundreds and thousands of people who are involved. At least 80,000 crore every year worth of crime of proceeds. Now the question of celebrities promoting it. Look, Anand, there are two aspects of it. You received something in cash for promoting an app or an event or whatever. Now that is a violation maybe under Income Tax Act if you have not declared it. And how you bought that foreign exchange into India, that is a separate issue altogether. Now the point is, tomorrow what if a celebrity starts promoting drugs? You can't promote everything under the sun. You can only promote something which is illegal. You can't promote an illegal activity. Tomorrow somebody may promote kidnapping, somebody may promote drugs, somebody may promote some underworld gang. It doesn't happen like that. So you can't promote betting and gambling apps in India. That's as simple as that. And that is why ED is saying that the money you have received is A, the proceeds of crime. 2, we are also looking your involvement in it. Now, all the celebrities may not have received cash. Some may have received some expensive gifts. Some may have received some, real estate over here in Dubai. So these things operates in, a lot of circles and webs. But the point here is, I think, how did this app ecosystem in India allowed these gambling and betting apps to carry on these activities is a question we must ask. Now, question we must also ask, do we as a society are made to believe that apps like Dream 11 and other sites are a game of skill or a game of chance? Everybody knows that they are a game of chance, but just because they were raking in revenues, they were able to manipulate the system. They declared and managed to call themselves game of skill. Now they are paying the price today when the 44,000 crore GST demand has been raised. So I think
No, but
we
there,
also
there
have
is a difference. There is a difference, Jiten Jain. Allow me to play devil's advocate here. There is a difference between choosing your playing 11 and hoping that they perform and winning points against it or winning prize money against it, compared to India jeetega, Australia jeetega, Pakistan jeetega, the Netherlands will win, who will win, and bet on that money and put this money, and this is the bet right now, going, gone, bet again, next over mein chauka padega, nahi hoga. That's not allowed in our country. That bet, that is betting. But to formulate a team that will eventually give you the maximum number of points amidst a huge number of players is also a game of skill, because a certain level of analytics comes in. Yes, luck is always a factor. Luck is a factor for everybody.
Sorry, I lost the audio a bit, but if I can understand correctly, you were differentiating between the apps. It's a long debate, but in short, I can tell you one thing. You know, all these apps which were legally registered in India, paying GST and complying with taxes and AML, so they are tax compliant, no doubt. But I'm only debating on the game of chance and skill. See, all these apps also allow people to select players, forecast weather conditions, speculate how much money they will score, and then they said that choosing players based on their track record and then forecasting something is a skill. I think सट्टेबाज जो होते हैं वो भी यही बोलते हैं, हम भी पुरानी पिच की रिपोर्ट देख के, वेदर देख के, रिकॉर्ड देख के हम भी फोरकास्ट करते हैं कौन जीतेगा. तो ऐसा endless debate.
No, it's not just an endless debate. See, then if you're looking at speculation and if you're looking at a game of skill, etc., and whether or not the biggest betting racket is then the stock exchange, as per your logic, then the stock exchange should also be shut down.
That is why Government of India has now finally decided that all these apps, including Dream 11 and any other app, including the casino apps, will be taxed at 30%. See, otherwise government could have said that Dream 11 will be taxed at 12% and casino will be taxed at 30%. That is why government is saying now all these apps will be 30% category, and the real genuine gaming apps like car racing or something, they are suffering. They are also now paying 30%. So, but anyway, that is not a debate. 98% revenue is anyways going to the foreign sites.
The larger debate is celebrities knowing that this could be dodgy money, have taken this money and they have appeared.
Could be nahi hai. Anand, could be nahi hai. Everybody knew wo Sattabu ka naam to dekho na.
My point is, let's give them the benefit of doubt that this could be dodgy money. They still, antenna didn't go up and they've still gone there and taken the money, and whether they've declared it or not is the other aspect of the criminality or the legality. But Khushbu Jain, the one more aspect that all of us need to understand is they wouldn't have made this kind of money had there not been people who are actually using these platforms knowing fully well that this is wrong.
No, here I would beg to differ, because people like you and me, we see there has been a very grey line when it comes to game of chance and game of skill, and also different states have different laws, whereas India was concerned with regard to betting, with regard to gambling, and what was considered gambling, what is considered purely game. So that grey area was being misused by these platforms, and that's where these platforms lured people with giving good returns, and anybody who gets the good return doesn't understand, and practically they think that it's a job of the government to practically stop the app in India. I mean, we have seen how loan apps have worked, knowing that what kind of things, repercussions can come up. Still today also people are taking money from these online loan apps, so we cannot say people involvement into it.
Khushbu Jain, the job of the law enforcement authority is to put the red signal. The job of the driver is to stop the car before the zebra crossing. You can't say government has to tell me, government didn't apply the brakes, government didn't tell me when to apply the brakes, so I didn't apply the brakes.
I'll beg to differ you. Government has to make it clear. Again, I'm saying Andhra Pradesh allows, Tamil Nadu bans something, poker is banned here in this state, this allows, Sikkim allows something. So that inconsistency played a very crucial role over here, and that's what these platforms took a benefit of.
So what's a game of chance, what's a game of skill? So if lottery as a game of chance is allowed, why shouldn't betting be allowed, etc.? But this is a huge scam.
One more thing.
Yeah, I've got to wind up, but final word, Jiten, yeah.
Just one more thing. You ask any big platform, this games like Dream 11, their biggest complaint, they say, "Yaar, hame kyo kar rahe ho? 98% is going to these foreign companies. Unko band karao." Then you ask them a question.
So
how is it affecting your revenue?
That's what you're doing.
No.
That's what you're doing. You're bringing SRP now.
Your revenue, because you are a game of skill, then they have no answer. So I think we have to put the system in order so that we
have.
See, everybody wants to play a game of chance, and if it involves a certain level of skill, then and if it is legally done, should it not be allowed? It's a larger debate. We'll come to that. But right now, this illegality needs to be stopped, and those who are responsible, they should be caught. I have to wind up. Jiten, sorry, I've got to move on. Jiten and Khushbu, thank you so much.